I'm Robert Haase. If you've been following my blog, not what you had planned, you know that I went through quite a bit back 2.5 years ago, having half of my tongue removed. But the good news is it's been 2.5 years and I'm still cancer-free. You know, back then, I had no idea the number of people that would start reading my blog and watching these videos, but many people who are watching these are getting some insights that I hope to continue today. This video is not so much for my friends, but it's for those friends out there I've been meeting on the web. Many of you have been contacting me. You've either faced the very same thing I've gone through, the hemiglossectomy, and you're having either half your tongue removed or something similar. Some of you are about to face that, and you're nervous, and you're scared, and you're worried about what do I do and what's going to happen. You know, when I was in your shoes 2.5 years ago, it changed my world. I was a public speaker and had no idea what was going to take place and how that was going to affect my life. But 2.5 years ago, the changes that came affected me on the inside, my soul, my spirit, who I am, even more so than losing half of my tongue. You know, I'm a public speaker. I speak at seminars for massage and myotherapy, injury treatment work for therapists and physicians on how to affect the body and affect change. And I did that for quite a while, and then lost half my tongue thinking I'll never speak again. Well, I am, obviously, and I've gotten better. If you compare my videos from back then till now, I'm able to articulate and enunciate much better than I could. I had to put my thesaurus away finally. I can say words like glue that I couldn't say very well back then. But there's been things that have happened from that, you know. But life isn't the same. It's different. I now have a condition, it's called Lermite's sign. If I bend my chin down too far, I get shooting a shock wave through my body. My taste is back about 10%, not what it used to be. It's a very small percentage, but I can taste salt and bitter. I have constant pain daily in different parts from injuries sustained actually during my treatment as well. I still have no saliva. Any moisture I get is from drinking while I'm eating. And there's also a side effect that's my color blindness has been increased slightly a bit from blue-greens. That's changed a bit, and so it's hard sometimes based on light how well I can see. But you know what? You press on. Before this whole thing started, I was a photographer for years for fun. I've had some of my work published. I love doing photography. I love seeing the beauty and everything out there. And during this process, I started painting. You know, I picked up painting. It was very therapeutic during my treatment time. But, you know, if I hold a canvas and you look at that canvas and it's blank, the situation you're in or what you're about to go through is very much like that. Life is like a canvas. The choices we make are the paint. And even I've learned from painting is I have a vision in mind of what I want or what I want to see. And I put the paint on the palette and I start mixing colors, and the color might not be different than what I expected, and when I put it on a canvas, it's different yet again from what I expected. But my choices are my paint. But oftentimes, even though it's different than what I hoped, it's even better. You know, so your future is a blank canvas. Where you go from here, your attitude is huge. How you are affected by your thoughts and is a huge piece of this. And so, you know, my hope for you is you're able to get through that. This summer, I'll be working on my book. About a year ago, my great aunt had a moment of clarity, and she was going through some issues of her own, and she had asked me the question. She said, "Aren't you proud?" I thought, you know, proud of what? She said, "We're getting through this." And I said, you know, if I were in a house that were on fire and there's flames around me and embers swirling and timbers falling, and I saw a door through that, those flames, I would run through the fire. And so that, you know, when she said that, I said that, she said, you know, a lot of folks should just sit down and give up. So my book is going to be called Run Through the Fire. And I hope I can continue to encourage you, whatever your adversity is in life, whether it's the loss of a loved one, whether it's the loss of a business, facing an illness you didn't expect, that you run through the fire. You just face it head on. You know, we're all going to die. The question is, are you going to live? So my encouragement to you is to go out there, hope for the best, surround yourself with people that love you, and know that we're praying for you. If I can help you or offer you prayers, please email me. My email is on the screen. But it's nice talking to you, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care.